Yeah, that was when he started that. Remember last time you showed me he was at a bar?
Yeah.
Chinese restaurant.
And I think that's when PFG first got invented.
Yeah.
He's hitting it like PFG. Now, those of you that don't know what PFG is, kind of like snafu, but...
Well, he's going to introduce a new female co-host.
Oh, wow. He's got an anchor.
An anchor?
Not like an announcer. That's what I meant.
Are these clips worth playing for Colin?
I like them.
Because Colin,
if he likes them,
special guest today. All right, let's take a listen here. Scorch and PFG TV.
Hey, Ray, have a seat with us for a second, man. Come on over here. Hang on for a second. I'm in the back. I'm like, wait a second. Unless Nick has got like some sort of estrogen thing. That's not
I was
Nick.
considering a trip to Sweden, but...
You know what? This is K-Ray, our new female woman announcer. Give it up for K-Ray.
Hi.
8 people there.
It's good to have you. Was that fun? Did you broke yourself in now?
Yeah.
You're officially a member.
In front of the camera.
Good for you. Welcome to the show, sister.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Now, the funny thing is, I now have, I believe, 9 people working for the show that I'm not paying. So, you know. You all know the man on the couch. Give it up for our pal, Nick Carpenter.
This is the guy. Nick, he adds absolutely nothing.
He is a zilch.
You can't,
a zero.
You can't add less than this guy.
No, he actually removes things.
Oh.
What's up? I got an email that I was going to mention next week when we start our viewer email segment. I got an email from somebody in, which one? This was in Bethel, Maine. And they asked how I can get the Guy on the Couch segment to Bethel, Maine. So
it's very simple.
Just email us here at the station, no matter how you want to do it. You email Scorch or Nick, and you can say, I want to have Nick, the man on the couch, do a segment in my area, and you'll bring it up there, right?
Absolutely. I'll be happy to do anybody's segment anytime.
Can I ask a question? Why, with 90 markets, did it come from Bethel, Maine? Why didn't the email come from London or New York or San Francisco or Chicago, Texas?
Yeah, somewhere.
And for the record, there was no email for Bethel, Maine.
No?
No. What are you trying to say, Sam?
Well, I'm trying to say that when I interned for Scorch, one of my daily intern duties was to go home and write emails so that he could read on the air the next day.
This is why we do this. For some reason, Colin enjoys this.
I love Scorch.
And why do you enjoy it so much, Colin? It's the visual of Sam writing good emails at home?
No, I mean, I love the whole idea of just Sam, like, weaseling around this little snotty kid, and Scorch thinks he's teaching him the ropes. And Sam's just sitting there secretly despising him and planning his subterfuge.
Scorch would always encourage me to pick.
Are you trying to say that Sam should have kept a few secrets?
No. I'm just saying Scorch is sitting there like, the kid Sam, he kind of looks up to me. And he has this whole image in his head that's been crashed down the past few years.
He's putting knickknacks on his desk and stuff.
Yeah.
He would always encourage me to do emails from markets that we weren't in and say that they were listening online.
That's a good idea.
Like, there are people in New York listening online.
Nick sitting on the couch?
Yeah, Nick is on the couch.
Is that his new co-host?
Oh, well.
No.
Very comely. Like that jacket.
Hold on. We're going to do a bunch of things today. Matt in the Bronx, he's got something for Colin Quinn. Matt?
Hey, Colin, what's up? Listen, I don't know if you remember. I'm going back. About 10 years ago, my friend and I were out in Manhattan eating dinner, and he got into a fight. He wound up getting stabbed.
Yes!
Do you remember that?
Yeah, the Albanian.
Yes. So my friend is an Irish kid. He got stabbed by 2 Puerto Rican kids.
Right.
Goodbye. The girls were outside, and my friend and me were inside taking care of the bill. Puerto Rican kids walked by, said something to the girls. Long story short, he got plugged on the side. Nothing serious, just stabbed real quick one time on the side. And he was bullshitting with you as he was waiting for the ambulance. Do you remember that?
Yes, of course I do.
Yes. All right, well, I just wanted to ask you if you remember that. It was turned out to be a funny story, but he didn't really get hurt bad.
Just imagine this kid. This kid had the brass balls. He got stabbed, and then when the ambulance is coming, I run out of this place. I was in this place, and I heard some commotion. And he goes, "Hey, Colin Quinn." He starts talking to me, waiting for the ambulance after
that stabbed. Yeah, he's talking to you about, he loves you on Saturday Night Live being the lion, and I'm sitting there with my friend. I'm like, you got just stabbed, buddy. He's like, no, I'm all right.
It's unbelievable, yeah.
I'm all right.
Yeah. All right. Well, be good.
All right, Matt. Thank you.
I remember that.
Yeah.
You're going to be okay.
It was on 85th Street or something.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right there, a lot of blood?
He got stabbed, and it wasn't the white guys from Sloman Shields who stabbed him.
No.
No?
Wow.
Are on some new rage stories that are very strange. Weird news.
How do you stop your mom from driving drunk, you may ask yourself? You could A, call the police, B, take away her keys, or C, stab her. I hate to laugh at that, but see, just stabbing them.
So did the audience.
Exactly.
Everybody hated to laugh at that. It was terrible.
You're saying they didn't really laugh at that?
It got an awkward titter from like 2 people. It got nothing.
Just stabbing them, kind of funny, you know. Winnipeg, Manitoba, 14-year-old boy in jail now for stabbing his mom after a fight broke out due to her desire to drive drunk. He did take her keys, but after that, she stole his favorite jacket, ran out of the house with it. The boy got pissed off, whipped a knife at the mom, stabbed her through her chest. Okay? Mom is in the hospital in serious condition. The boy is in jail. The good news is mom did not drive drunk that day. So, yeah, see, so it all worked out. You know what I mean?
He finishes a lot of his material with, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean?
That's not good, right, Colin?
Wow. No. The you know what I mean is never
Being the
good.
veteran you are, you don't end your stuff with, you know what I mean, do you?
You guys know what I'm talking about. No, a lot of comedians do that. This guy, whenever they bomb, this guy knows what I'm talking about.
You know what I mean?
Audience.
Look at one guy in the
Yeah,
audience.
this guy knows what I'm talking about. No one guy's looking back and I'm like, no.
No, I'm with the rest of these guys.
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I always, if someone doesn't laugh at a joke, I'll go, hey, you guys might want to look over your head. Something just flew over there.
You're right, Chip. Oh.
Should we continue with Scorch?
Things to a
That
grinding
idiotic
halt.
smile.
Yeah.
He does.
He's so happy with himself.
William Stevenson, it was so funny last night. He was really literally revulsed. He was like, he was moving back like, he's getting like violently. He goes, I want to
Revulsed is not a word.
What's something?
Oh, so what? Nobody cares.
Everyone cares.
So what? Nobody cares.
Repulsed.
Revulsed is not a word.
It's not. I'm trying to help you.
Well, revulsion's a word.
It is, yes.
Repulsive.
Because I say
Revolting.
something's not a word doesn't mean you should list things that are.
You know what? Look it up. I say it is a word.
Yeah?
I'm sick and tired of this nonsense.
Okay. Scorch does a story that could only happen in America.
Only in America.
All right, let's find out.
Hudson County, Pennsylvania, state troopers stopped to check on a man that was in the middle of the street on his knees. They suspected that 55-year-old Donald Wolf may just be drunk. Why would they assume that, you may ask yourself?
No.
Because he was on the ground giving mouth-to-mouth to a dead opossum. And these are all 100% true stories, only in America.
only in America. Only in America.
Oh, my God. What's this word I'm looking? Revulsed.
Oh.
Did you say
Experience revulsion.
All right, I stand corrected.
Wow.
I stand corrected. But
It is
How
a
about I
word.
stand corrected and I'm an ass?
I won't say I'm an ass only because once I said it, you lost all faith in the fact that it was a word. You weren't sure either. If you would have told me to go fuck myself, I would say I'm an ass. But you were in a fucking a shame sweat
He's
too.
got a little point there, Colin.
Yeah, mildly, but ultimately the big picture, the
That
unjustified.
is-
I
thing.
was incorrect.
I got there from I'll admit I got there from an ugly road, but still, the final verdict, I don't want you to try
Revulsed is a
to,
word.
you're trying to blind people with the,
I was incorrect.
incorrect is not a word. Wrong and pompously sitting there. Revulsed is not a word. What up?
Why don't you guys just send me to jail for 10 years or something?
Now that was a good one, Chip. I gotta admit. Some people don't know how to get out of it, but Chip does.
Chip is great.
You guys
Whately does have a Keith. Keith's not gonna like. You know,
don't
black,
get it.
black people don't like conceptual stuff like that. So when Keith comes in, he's gonna be like, "Wow, what's he doing that for?"
I don't get it.
They don't like that kind of ironic white shit that we have.
Ironic.
I hope he shows up. We'll see.
What time is it supposed to be here? 8:30?
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes. So, Scorch has a clever Tiger Woods joke,
Couldn't get a spot.
and then just turns around and goes back to Philly because he can't find street parking.
Street parking in Midtown at 8:30 on a Thursday.
That would be the reason he would just turn around and say, "Fuck it."
Ah, fuck that.
Right. He wouldn't think ahead that he would be able to find a spot.
Right.
What a dope.
Finally, this is great. A company called Pipe Dream Products coming out with a Tiger Woods sex toy line.
Oh boy.
It had to happen. You know it had to happen. The
Only
Tiger
in
Woods
America.
blow-up doll And believe it or not, there's one of his ex-mistresses that is arguing this point because she's going to take it to court. They have this thing called mistress golf balls with faces of his mistresses on all the balls. And, you know, you got to think that is not the very first time that Tiger's mistresses have been that close to his balls. And there you go. There you go. That is today's installment of Weird.
I wish the people that had come up with that idea thought of that.
No.
How did he fucking mumble and trip
He really did.
through that basic punchline?
Horribly.
And meanwhile, it's like the whole joke of the stupid product, and this idiot thinks,
Something that he came up with.
he's like, hey guys, I had to put a connection together.
Would be the first time